That was Nathan Garbett, the deputy chairman of there's a lot of acronyms here, the LGBT UKIP, speaking to LBC, a lot of acronyms, today on what the UK Independence Party says is a sad day for freedom and diversity after UKIP was banned from participating in this year's London Gay Pride. Organisers won't allow the party's presence in the parade at the end of the month, as they say they want to keep the event in the right spirit. Jenny, this is bizarre, isn't it? Even if the majority of people going to Gay Pride aren't UKIP supporters, surely the best way to try and get UKIP around to their point of view is to invite them there.
I'm quite surprised at this. I think it perhaps is it's a pity, because I have no time for UKIP or their policies, and I think Nigel Farage, I was hoping, would fade into obscurity in the next couple of months. But if there are members of UKIP who actually think that their beliefs are in line with Gay Pride, then why not let them go?
Do you agree, Nick?
Yes, I think this is utterly disgraceful. First of all, they were invited and they were cleared to go. How I understand it is that pressure's been put on them, which has meant that Pride has withdrawn the invitation. Now, this pressure, I think, is worrying, because it is trying to censor and saying that if you are someone who is gay or lesbian, that you must follow a particular political belief. I don't think politics really comes into, if a man fancies a man, you can have different political views. Actually, I think lots of the people who go on the march were the young independents, and they tend to be more sort of Douglas Carswell sort of UKIPers who are more libertarian. So they probably have different views than the hierarchy of the party.
It's interesting, though. I don't know if you saw the film Pride that came out last year, which was about the connection between the supporters of the anti-Thatcher mine-closing protests in Wales linking up with gay pride organisations in London in the 1980s. And that film was all about how there was actually a political link between those two very disparate groups of people, Welsh miners and gay activists, because they both hated the Tories. So in a sense, there was a political history with the gay pride movement. And is it the case that actually some of those people can't let go, can't appreciate the fact that actually now there isn't that political allegiance, that you can be Tory, you can be UKIP and be gay?
I think it is a learning process. I am quite sad, because for me, one of the big things about LGBT organisations of any kind is they're asking for tolerance and understanding and freedom, and therefore actually banning somebody from their march, I think, doesn't quite fit that. I mean, I'm often asked about, if the EDL and in the past the BNP was marching, I was often asked if I would ask the police or speak out and ban them, and I always said no, because while they're legitimate legal organisations, I feel that freedom of speech, even if it's something I don't want to listen to and something I would loathe if I did, then unfortunately that's freedom of speech. And I mean, if it's incitement to violence, that's totally different, and then of course the police can ban it themselves.
This is an interesting text that's come in from someone calling themselves D, referring to Peter Tatchell, who's, I think, said that he supports UKIP being banned. They say, I'm getting highly tired of Mr. Tatchell appearing to speak on behalf of gay people everywhere. I'm gay and he certainly doesn't speak for me. So there you go. Yes, producer tells me that Peter Tatchell did earlier on LBC indeed support the banning of UKIP from Gay Pride, something which all three of us here don't think.
I think Peter doesn't claim to speak for all gay people.
I think this is the problem of the LGBT tag. It's a political movement. The idea that your sexuality means you're going to be supporting a political party or political beliefs, it's ridiculous. It's not, your sexuality is nothing to do with politics. And this is the problem with certain LGBT, is by having broad policy on sexuality.
Thank you for that, Jenny Jones, and also to Nic Conner. 84850 if you'd like to text in on any of that you've been hearing the panel discuss. Do you think that the gay pride organisers are right to ban UKIP from London Gay Pride? At LBC to tweet, 84850 to text. You're with Ellie Mann doing the news panel here on LBC till Nick Abbott comes along.